because they did not develop the skills to manage the money. They lost it. I believe we are all guys, not all guys, we have a lot of guys here. And I mean, depending on whether you're Gen Z or Gen Y or millennial or whatever, Gen X, like I am. I mean, in those days that the Nigerian football team was doing extremely well, I used to follow them, you know, the likes of Rashidi Yekini, Victor Ikpeba, Ulise. I don't know if Edwin, you know, remembers, you know, those guys. Now, Rashidi Yekini was the one who scored our first goal at the World Cup. I think it was 1994 or so. And this guy was playing for a club in Portugal. I think it was Victoria Setbal. And he was doing so well. But why am I sharing his story? When he died a couple of years ago, he died broke and depressed. I remember following his story. He was living at Ibadan and he didn't have anything. He was so dejected. He felt a lot of people left him. And around the same time, you have the likes of Okocha. Okocha is still very much popular these days. Okocha is either running commentary for the World Cup or is, you know, being branded as an ambassador for a company. And I tell people, see, it's not because Okocha can speak better English. It's not because he's, well, we're good looking. Now, money has friends. Okocha arguably knew how to manage his finances well. And that was why, you know, he could remain in the limelight and people could gravitate towards him. So you see, the reason I've shared that example is because there are a lot of people who don't have a problem with how to make money. What you make is not what will make you wealthy or what will make you rich. It is how you manage it. So there are people who used to be millionaires in the past. There are people who used to have loads and tons of money in the past. And then when you ask about that, I mean, if we think about it, those on this call, I want you to cast your mind back and think about musicians, artists, actors within Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. We used to be in the limelight. We used to be very rich, and who these days are no longer rich. For example, Mike Tyson. For example, MCM. I remember Mike Tyson, at some point, his net worth was in the 9 digits, 10 digits region. I remember reading a story about him in which, you know, they said that he bought a house, maybe a house that had 50 or 100 rooms, I can't remember. And, you know, he lived a really frivolous lifestyle. And these days, his net worth is barely 2 million or 3 million. I think that's MC Hammer. You know, so I read a lot about these guys, and it is not like I am trying to make fun of them. I am just trying to pick out salient points to make you realize that sometimes you come into wealth. Sometimes you're able to make money. So people think that, you know, in the make, manage, multiply money mix, making money is the most difficult. And I tell people, no, making money is the least difficult. Because if you can exchange value, if you can bring value to the table, you will make money. Do you see? If you can solve the problems of people, you can make money. Do you see what I'm saying? So making money, anybody can make money. Young, old, and you know, whoever. But the problem is a lot of people can make money, but they do not understand the dynamics of managing the money, multiplying the money, and making the money work for them. Are you still with me? So when we talk about wealth creation, I tell people, it is not about what you make. It is about how you retain, how you manage what you make. And that's the whole essence of these things. Now, financial literacy, if you have a good hand, if you understand the dynamics of financial literacy, you will understand the basics of how to make, manage, and multiply money. So I'm just trying to unpack the title. We want to create wealth. And I have established that creating wealth is a function of making, managing, and multiplying money. Now, how do you know how to make, manage, and multiply money? That is where financial literacy comes in. If you are with me, please in the comments, let me have 1111. Just type in 1 to be sure that, you know, I'm still saying, stuff that you can relate with. Thank you.
Yeah,
okay, so awesome. So I'm going to go on in my slides and just give me a minute, please. Okay. Now, here's a good place to start from. A lot of people go into adulthood without the knowledge of financial management. I just gave the example of Rashidi Yekini, who was a very talented and popular footballer, but who died broke and dejected. And I've also given the examples of Mike Tyson, MC Hammer, who were very big shots in their time, but who these days do not have money, who are so broke, who are, you know, and who are so, how do I put it now, embattled in lawsuits. Why? Why is it that people make the money, but they are not able to make anything fantastic out of their resources? You see? And I'm saying from this slide, a lot of us go into adulthood without the knowledge of financial management. Remember, the topic is financial literacy, the missing piece for wealth creation. The missing piece. I have established that it's not about making the money. It's about retaining and making the money work for you and building wealth. That is wealth creation. We go to school, they do not teach us how to make and manage and multiply money. Do you agree with me? Now, I studied accounting. I finished from school about 21 years ago. And even though I studied accounting or accountancy, I was broke and battered. I didn't understand the concept of personal financial literacy. So we go to school, the government is not teaching us, school is not teaching us, our parents are not even teaching us. Do they know? Do they know better? When I was growing up, all I heard was, there's no money, there's no money, there's no money. My parents were not modeling savings and investments to me. Do you see? So nobody is teaching us. We just come out of school, okay, I'm qualified as an accountant, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, and we start to work. Then we go into that rat race of, if my money is not enough, what do? I want to make more money. Because we do not have knowledge. But I am happy these days that financial literacy is being introduced to schools. I mean, in America, even in Nigeria here, and that's why organizations like ours, we are beginning to introduce financial literacy. We are partnering with organizations, partnering with the government to ensure that we catch the younger generation young. We want people, because you see, where individuals embrace financial literacy, they make better decisions. And when there are individuals that make better decisions, the society becomes better. If I can see 17 people on this call, if we all understand how to make, manage, and multiply our money, in our own little corners, we are teaching our families, we are teaching our siblings, the society becomes better.
Sorry, ma. I wanted to, in case you didn't know, apart from those who are on the call here, there are people who are watching us stream on YouTube, Facebook, and on LinkedIn. So it's 100+. So I said, apart from people that are here with us on Zoom, there are people that are watching this event from YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So it's about 100+.
Okay. All right. So thank you for clarifying that. So what I am saying in essence is, if 100 of us, if 200 of us understand the basic, are you still with me? So what I'm here to say today is, we must understand financial literacy. Hold on. Still hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right, okay. So I am appealing to us that in all our doings, in everything we do, financial literacy is what will set us apart. Financial literacy is what will help us understand how to better make, manage, and understand the dynamics of multiplying our resources. Okay, so let me go fast now. I think I have spent too much time explaining the intros. So the second thing I would like to say is normal education isn't synonymous with financial literacy, and I already explained that, so I don't want to dwell much on that. You go to school to become an accountant, you become a doctor, you become a lawyer, you have an MBA, you have a PhD. It doesn't mean you are financially literate. There are a lot of PhD holders who are broke. Do you agree with me? There are a lot of master degree holders who are broke. Yet, when you go to Lagos Island, Balogun Market, here in Lagos, Nigeria, you see women who did not even finish primary school, who are raking in millions and billions of dollars on an annual basis. So you see this make, manage, multiply money. I'm passionate about it. It is not about going to school. Going to school is fine. Going to school refines your mind. But in the school of money, in the ecosystem of money, of wealth creation, going to school, education, I wouldn't say it's not exactly important. It's just, it will just add more value. I'm not saying don't go to school. You see the likes of, is it Mark Zuckerberg, who dropped out of school? Correct me if I'm wrong. Or some of these billionaires overseas that did not finish school, yet they are making millions and billions of money. Again, still building the foundation. The next thing I would like to say is that financial literacy is not taught because it is not seen as an important skill to have. Let me ask people who are watching this, either on YouTube or wherever, when you were growing up, did anybody specifically teach you how to manage your resources? For those who are on Zoom, please let me know in the comments. Did your parents, did your teachers, did the government at whatever level dedicate, some bit of the curriculum, into teaching financial literacy? I may be wrong. Maybe I grew up in a different planet. But nobody. Why? Because nobody sees financial literacy as an important skill set. But I am telling us today, if you want to build wealth, if you want to create wealth, you must be financially literate. Are we still together? I am still building my foundation and making you realize that financial literacy is key. Again, if you want to create wealth, which is about making, managing, and multiplying money, you need financial literacy. Now, the CBN did like a survey a few years ago, and as of 2011, they realized that financially excluded people in Nigeria was about 46.3%, right? And then they said, okay, you know what, guys? We are going to work at this. We want more people to become financially literate. By 2018, they had made a bit of progress. 36.8% were still financially excluded. And I beg to differ. If I run a survey, I realize that there are a lot of educated people who do not understand financial literacy, right? So they said by 2021, they wanted to have made like an 80% penetration. They want more people to understand financial literacy. The question is, around you, even you listening to me, do you really and totally understand what financial literacy is? Maybe not. Maybe on a scale of 1 to 5, rate yourself or rank yourself in the comments on a scale of 1 to 5. You listen to me today. Do you understand what financial literacy is? If you were to, give a call, or somebody calls you to say, come and talk to us about financial literacy, or come and talk to students in primary school, in secondary school about financial literacy, would you be able to pass the message in a succinct manner to them? So we still have a long way to go. A lot of people do not understand financial literacy. And I'm hoping that before, the end of this presentation, you will have an idea of what financial literacy is on your way to building wealth. Now, again, in this slide, I am saying the lack of financial literacy would lead to living miserably and succumbing to financial pressures and making poor financial decisions. I've been there. 15 years ago, I was earning about $500,000. I was single, just enjoying my life, qualified accountant. As at then, I had qualifications from about 2 continents. And yet, I was always broke. I was always broke. 1 month after salary was paid, I was broke. I thought I had spiritual problems. I thought village people were after me. But it is what it is. You are either literate or you are not literate financially. Let me give you this example. If you have somebody who did not go to school around you, say your security guard, you're trying to pass a message to them, a message that only educated people can understand. You will see the struggle like, oh boy, understand what I am saying. What are you? Just use your common sense. It's the same way. If you're not financially literate, you would make a lot of poor financial decisions. And as long as you keep making poor financial decisions, you cannot make progress with creating wealth. There are a couple of problems created by financial literacy, and we will look at them, and then I will go on into my presentation. What are some of the problems caused by financial literacy? Financial illiteracy, poor decisions, always broke, always grumbling. Because they would say, that adage that says that a hungry man is an angry man. How many of you agree with me? If you're not able to navigate your finances well, you'll be hungry because you will not be able to meet your needs. And when you are hungry, you'll be angry. So from surveys, a lot of people, when you ask them what challenges, what problems they have in their lives, money ranks first. Money comes first. Most people are under the burden of financial, problems. And if you ask these people, I know of people earning 7 digits as salary. When I say 7 digits, I mean 1 million, 2 million, and they are still under pressure. Some of them are they are so indebted. They have dug the pit hole of debt, and it is getting wider and wider. Do you see? So I am taking time to explain and unpack the title. If there's anything you must seek to eliminate in your life this season, as the year runs on, and that's why I must commend, the organizers of this program. The end of the year is a good time to sort of introspect and see areas of your life that you need to make amends at. If you want to make better money decisions next year, if you want to build true wealth next year, if you want to have a head start with your finances next year, it is not about the activities. One thing I say about people is, Coach, what can I invest in that will give me 300% in 1 month? Coach, what can I do? I want to quickly make money. And I'm like, calm down. Wealth creation is about be, do, have. Be, become, understand it. Understand the dynamics of wealth. Then do. But people want to do. And that's why people would fall victim to Ponzi schemes and all of those things. You must understand that financial literacy is at the foundation. Now, it sounds like I am repeating myself, but I want you to seek in knowledge. Knowledge is key. Because when you have knowledge, you're able to take right decisions. You're able to send your money to the right places. You're able to say no to things you need to say no to. When people come at you saying there's this investment that you can do, you will earn something. You're able to say, hey, no, I'm not doing it. I am financially literate. Are you still with me? So going forward, now that I have explained what financial illiteracy is and what it can cost, how do we move forward? And I already told you that there are 3 M's of money. 3 things to do to money: make it, manage it, multiply it. Now, what does financial literacy entail? Three things. I've been saying embrace financial literacy. You must be financially literate. What does it entail? These three things will change your life, revolutionize your life for next year, for this decade, and beyond. Three things. Having the right mindset. Type it in the comments. Number one, mindset. Financial literacy is a combination of these three things. And if you get these three things right, you will fly with your finances. Having the right mindset, that's number one. Embracing knowledge, that's number two. Number three is having the right set of skills. These three things will change your life about financial literacy. So let me go into mindset. We are all a function of different conditionings. If there's any phrase or any word like that. Building wealth is first of all a mind thing. Little children believe every and anything. And that's why if you permit me to go religious on you, even the Bible says, for you to enter the kingdom of God, you must first of all become a child in your heart, in your mind. Why? Children believe all things. A child can stay on the top of somewhere and would believe that if he or she jumps, my mother will catch me down at the floor, on the floor, whatever. Children don't care. They don't want to know if you are making money or not making money. They just believe that my mommy has, maybe like a tree of money in her house. If I ask her, she will do it. If I tell my mom I want anything, she will make it available. That's an abundance mindset. But as children grow up, they also become conditioned. There's no money, oh, Nigeria is hard, oh. Only corrupt people can make money in this Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria is so poor, Nigeria is so hard, except you travel, you cannot make money. I'm not saying don't travel, I'm not saying don't relocate, but I'm saying that if you have the wrong mindset and you go to America, you will still suffer. So financial literacy is understanding that, see, it's a mind game for starters. You must see yourself as wealthy. You must embrace an abundance mindset. You must be ready to discard every negative conditioning. And I'm going to give you some of the examples of the wrong mindset and beliefs about money. And tell me which of these resonates with you. Every one of us will find ourselves in at least one of this. And those are the things we say. Some people will say, I'm not gifted enough to make much money. Some people will say only a few people can truly be rich. Some people will say, I'm not good with figures or money. You are not good with figures. You think the richest men in the world are not good with figures. They are good. They are on top of their figures. They have a knack for figures. A lot of us want people to do stuff for us. Some people will say money is too difficult to come by. It is not easy at all. Nigeria is too hard. And yet you see people getting richer and richer and richer. Some people will say more money will make me happier. I agree. Money will solve your problems. But if you're not, first of all, happy with yourself, more money will make you happy. Or more money will make you happier. Some people will say, my parents were not rich, or my parents are not rich. My background is a limiting factor. Some people will say, as I am not gifted. I don't even have the capability of making more money. Some people will say, I'm not cut out for business. When I was growing up, I used to say for a long time that I wasn't cut out for business. If I had started business many years ago, in this Nigeria, you should have been hearing my name. But I kept saying, no, business is not my thing. I don't have a knack for business. I cannot do business. Why? Conditioning. It takes money to make money. Some people believe that except they have money, they cannot start their business. I'm not saying you don't need money, but money is just one form of financial wealth. You have competence, you have credibility, look at that Davido a few days ago. I teach the 5 C's of money, and cash is the least. I teach credibility. If you are credible, that is money in your hand. I teach credible relationships. That was what Davido used. And he raised over about 201 million. Incredible relationships. Who are the people you are rolling with? I teach competence. I teach character, then cash. So cash is not the only form of money. Money is only a means of exchange, but cash is only the least. Now, some people will say the rich keep getting richer, the poor keeps getting poorer. Are you poor or are you rich? On what side of the divide are you? And then some people will say money is the root of all evil. No. The Bible says the love of money is the root of evil. So what are some of the things you have been saying, about money, about getting wealth, getting wealthy? What are some of those conditioning and limiting beliefs in your mind? The first thing about financial literacy is, guys, ladies, get the right mindset about money. Your mindset would influence your attitude. Your attitude would influence your behavior. Your behavior would influence your action. Your action would influence your results, and your results would influence your performance. So if your mindset is wrong about money, you will keep struggling. I used to be there. In those days, this money, chase it. Fear, trepidation, palpitations. And the more you chase money, the more money eludes you. Francis Bacon says, money is such an excellent servant, but a bad leader. If you are so afraid about money, money will continue to rule over you guys. So again, get the right mindset. And how can you get the right mindset about money? Follow those who know. Read books that will change your mind. There are financial books, there are non-financial books that will alter your thinking about money. I need to run now. The second thing about financial literacy is knowledge. Hey guys, if you can peep, that's my bookshelf. I've got about 4 of these bookshelves in my house. I am a ravenous reader. I read. Reading has changed my life. Knowledge has changed my life. Knowledge changed my conditioning and my beliefs about money. What are some of the books you can read? Think as you grow rich, yes. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Am I right? Cash Flow Quadrants. The Millionaire Next Door. I wrote a book called The 40 Frugal Rules for Your Journey to Financial Freedom. Embrace knowledge. And these days, you know what? There are PDF books on some free websites that you can get. I do a lot of, hard copy books, but I'm just saying this so that you don't have an excuse. Some of you are looking for people to do for you. This decade is a good time to learn for yourself, because what you know stays with you. Invest in knowledge, financial knowledge, business knowledge, networking. Invest in your personal finance. Follow those who know. On social media, technology is one of the best things that has happened to us, to our generation. But again, it is not without its disadvantages and without its ills. But again, you can leverage technology to make more money, to expand your knowledge. Who are you following on social media? What are you doing on social media? Be deliberate, be intentional. It is not every trending topic you're going to jump on. If it is not edifying you, it is taken away from you. You can't be on how do I put it? You can't be in the middle. Anything not adding to you is taken away from you. If technology is not adding to your progress, it is limiting you. It is taken away from you. Follow those who know on social media, right? Follow knowledge, acquire knowledge. The right thing, and I'm going to start wrapping up, getting the right skill set. Remember, we are talking about financial literacy as a tool for wealth creation. And I said wealth creation is about making, managing, and multiplying money. And then I'm talking about how financial literacy can help you better make, better manage, better multiply your money. And I said you need the right mindset, you need knowledge, you need the right skill set. Let me leave you with an acronym on that skill set, and I'll try and tie this up. C, you need collaborative skills. This is an age of collaboration. Collaboration is new gold. And that's what I am doing with you guys here. I'm not sure, I've never met Edwin. I've never met Olashukwu who invited me. But maybe they saw me on social media or somewhere and they invited me and I'm here collaborating. How are we collaborating? I am speaking to your community to get you, to understand the dynamics of financial literacy so that you can better manage your money. That's collaboration. This day and age is not the time to say I am a very private person. Credible contacts. Again, Davido comes to mind. Collaboration. So he said, okay, we'll do this again next year. And some people said, oh no, people will not give you the money if they know that it is for orphanages. But there will be organizations that would rise up to collaborate with him. Do you see? If you notice that trend, some people older than Davido contributed. Femi Otedola gave him money. People younger than him contributed. His contemporaries contributed. What does that mean? Credible contacts, being a fantastic people person, a fantastic networker, having collaboration skills. Some of you, you have time, but you don't have access. Look for somebody who has access, collaborate with them. Some of you have the energy to run around. Some people have the skills, they don't have the time. Collaborate. Have circles that would, money circles, networking circles that will push you into achieving your goals. So if you want to build wealth, you need collaborative skills. Risk management skills. This is not an age where you would say, I'm afraid, I don't know what will come out of it. I'm not saying go for Ponzi schemes, but I'm saying that technology has brought a whole lot of revolution. These days, you hear about cryptocurrency. Now, I'm in Nigeria, and I know the federal government of Nigeria has banned cryptocurrency. It doesn't mean you can't read about it. It doesn't mean you can't understand and seek knowledge along, the lines of blockchain technology. Don't say, no, I don't know, I'm not ready to take risks. In the investment or investing ecosystem, the higher the risk, the higher the return. So if you want to build wealth, and that's why you can see an Elon Musk going into space, doing electric cars, doing things that sometimes are absurd. If you want to build wealth, you must be able to take on more risks. Earning and expense management skills. I don't know if in my next slide, okay, I have this cash flow quadrant. This is a book you must read by Robert Kiyosaki. He says you can make cash flow from 4 quadrants. As an employee, as a self-employed, as a business owner, as an investor. There's no time. I know I am running out of time, but go and read it. You can make money, by exchanging your time for money, earning salary. You can monetize your skills as a self-employed. You can be a business owner. And I tell people business ownership is not about owning brick and mortar structure. Business ownership is about leveraging other people's time, other people's resources, other people's energy, other people's access. I have business coalitions whereby we don't even have a physical structure. As long as there's technology, I have business partners in the US, in the UK, okay? And then I have investments. So just saying that, I'm coming, my slide. Let me go back to my slide, please. Oh my God, I think I stopped sharing. Okay, so let me just finish up and then I will take questions. So I was explaining the skill set that you need. Collaboration skills, right? Can I share again just to finish up what I started? Okay, sorry. Let me go back to my slide. Okay. Earning and expense management skills. Understand how to make money, right? From those 4 quadrants I mentioned. Manage your expenses, guys. This is the 50-30-20% rule that I teach when it comes to managing your money. 50% of your money or whatever you make should go into your necessities. 30%, in my own opinion, should go into your savings and investments. 20% should go into your wants. That is how you manage your money. So if you want to build wealth, you can't be eating with your 10 fingers. You see this, you buy. You see that, you buy. No decorum, no delayed gratification, nothing. You just spend, and some people will say you only live once. I can't come and kill myself. Or live within your means per time. So we have discussed collaboration, we have discussed risk management, we have discussed expense and earnings management. The next one is, sorry, 1 minute, please. The next one is saving and investment skills, and that will be the second to the last thing I would say. If you want to build wealth, you must learn how to save. I tell people, saving is putting money aside, investing is putting money to work. It's not enough to save. Saving helps you build the muscles. You put something aside on a monthly basis. Now, investing is putting money to work, right? What are some of the things you can invest in? There's no time, but top of my head, there are 4 asset classes. You can invest in cash and cash equivalents, mutual funds, fixed income securities, treasury bills. You can even do dollar mutual fund these days. I tell people, hedge against currency risk, especially if you live in Nigeria. There are dollar mutual funds that you can do, denominated in dollars. Then I also tell people you can do equities, stocks, fractional shares, leveraging technology. These days, you can buy $10 worth of Tesla, $10 worth of Amazon. That's what technology has done. One single stock of Amazon goes for $3,429. Well, as at the last time I checked. But you can buy fractional shares and your name goes into the database of the company as a shareholder. $20. There are apps that can help you. Trove, Bamboo, Passfolio. Do your due diligence, find out, and then, take action. So put money aside, which is saving, invest, put money to work. Do you see? There's no time to obviously go into all of those things, but follow me on social media. I teach a lot about these things. I will share my handle now, Sola_Adesakin, as I wrap up. The last skill set I want you to also acquire will be technology skills. Now, this is not an age where you say, I don't know technology. Yeah, technology is evil. This and that. I believe this is Tech Hub, right? This is Techbiz. And you guys leverage technology in doing all the things that you do. Leverage technology. Apps that can help you to budget. Apps that can help you to save. Apps that can help you to solve people's problems. I mean, I've been seeing an app recently, Glovo or so. I don't know them, but everywhere I go, I see them. I think they're a food services company. And what do? They are not the ones cooking. Maybe they have a couple of caterers or food providers on their database. And then we on this side as consumers will order food on their app, and then they will get, their caterers or whatever to bring the food, and then they will supply. Technology. Whether you want to manage or multiply money, you need technology. So again, let me wrap this up for those who may just have joined. The title is Financial Literacy, the Missing Piece for Wealth Creation. And I said wealth creation is a function of making, managing, and multiplying money, rinsing and repeating until you have assets, until what you own is more than what you owe, until you become rich, until you become, wealthy, until your net worth is positive. Keep making it, keep managing it, keep multiplying it. How do you manage? You save, you budget. Do you see? You are accountable. You are on top of your finances, right? So that's wealth creation. Then I said financial literacy is what will take you there. And I said for financial literacy, there are 3 things. Embrace the right mindset, right? Embrace knowledge, right? Have the right skill set. Now, these things are not things that we love to hear all the time, but these are the things that would help you. Forget Yahoo, forget Ponzi schemes. Those things are not sustainable in the long run. Dave Ramsey says attaining financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. You keep running that marathon, you keep going, you keep doing all of these things, you keep on doing, on learning, relearning until you're comfortable. If not, why do you think there's always a tussle between the richest man and the second richest man? Now, it's been between Elon Musk and what's his name? Jeff Bezos. These guys are not sleeping. They have advisors. They have people who are helping them. So nobody can do it for you. You've got to do it for yourself. Okay. So I hope you have been able to learn 1 or 2 things. This is my social media handle, That's my email if you want to shoot me an email. On Instagram, I am on Sola_Adesakin, no H. On LinkedIn, I am Sola Adesakin. That's our website. I would be more than glad to be a part of your financial success story. Thank you so much, Edwin. Thank you, Olashiko, for having me. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Adesakin. That was very, very interesting. I had a lot of fun listening to you. I've taken so much notes down. I don't even know what to get into there. It's been very, very interesting. The funniest thing is that, I mean, when you speak, we have to listen to you because you have the experience and you have the training and you have everything everything that describes someone who you should listen to when we are talking about finances and financial matters. So again, I know that normally we should have paid you like 100,000, 20,000 per person just to get you to sit down with you. So I'm glad you have offered graciously to speak to us for free. Thank you very much, ma'am. But I want to ask the question. So, in your own opinion, what is the missing piece for us that are, say, the middle classes and know that middle class has its own grade. There's higher middle class, there's middle class, and there's lower middle class. For us, the middle classes, what is the missing piece? What is that thing that we need to do to move from managing money to creating actual financial freedom?
All right, thank you. So what I will say is the missing piece from my experience is making more money. See, the amount of wealth you are able to create is a function of cash flow. Do you see? There is no wealth creation without cash flow. And cash flow is a function of you making the money and you retaining it and you making the money work for you. Now, I have just explained that have the right mindset. Then I said, embrace knowledge, right? Then I said, you need the right skill set. All of these things are meant to propel you into taking action and then making money. Money in your hand is what you can use to invest, right? Money in your hand is what you can use to live your desired lifestyle. So the more cash you have, the more cash flow you have, the more money you can make, the better your life becomes. All through November, I have been doing age-specific financial webinar series. The first Saturday of the month, I did for those in their 20s. Second Saturday, I did for those in their 30s. Third Saturday, I did for those in their 40s. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing for those in their 50s. And they're all the videos are on my YouTube. If you go on my YouTube, it is called Smart Stewards by Sola Adesakin. You can watch all the replays. And you see, for each category, for the 20s, I tell them, I don't like using the word hustle, but whatever your hands find to do, read the cash flow quadrant, make money, invest like crazy, maximize the time, take risks. Those in their 30s, the same. Those in their 40s, the same. Cash flow, whatever, use your time. So I tell people, you can create more money, but you cannot create more time. So I'll be talking to those in their 50s this Saturday. And the counsel I'm going to be giving to them will be different. It can't be what I've told the 20s because time is no longer, well, I don't want to say time is no longer on their side. But again, the energy level cannot be as high as those in their 20s. So if you're here and you're young, use your time maximally, optimize your time, look at how you can make more. I'm in my early 40s. The things I could do when I was in my 20s, I can't do them now because you know why? I'm married. I've got 3 children. I've got responsibilities. But in my 20s, I could wake up, there's a sale on BA, boom, I'm in London. Buy things, come and sell. But these days, there's no time. You see, so leverage time, make money, build structures, let your foundations go to the roots. And that was why I talked about collaboration. Look for opportunities. These days, there are a lot of young founders raising money. Look at the founders of Paystack. They thought about a solution, came together, did job, raised money. 2 years ago, Stripe acquired them for $200 million. So at your level, wherever you are, provide solution, make money, get cash flow, make the money work for you. Keep an eye on your figures, build wealth. I'm not saying don't help people, but keep your eyes on your figures, maximize every kobo. Let me give you this final example. If you want to buy something using your card and the stuff is worth 5,000 naira, if you have 4,998 naira, will you go through? Your card will be declined. In that instance, 2 naira would make your transaction not go through. So it shows you that every kobo, every cent, every pence matters. Value money. Anything that has the potential of bringing money to you, value it, maximize it, and just have regards for money. See money as your partner in living an amazing life. I hope that helps.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Very, very insightful. Does anybody have, I know if I say this now, I will see like 100 hands will go up. But I can only pick one person. We only have enough time for one question. So please, if you have a question, raise your hand. Oh, wow. Does anybody have a question? Oh, someone has raised their hand. Okay. Let me give the floor to two people. Oh, please, check out, you can unmute your mic and ask a question.
Hello, hi, good evening. So I think I wanted to ask, like, it gets to a point when maybe you save and you invest, and then you start asking yourself, like, what, especially as a risk-averse person, you start asking yourself, what's next? Like, what can you do? There is so much information going around about, financial literacy. There's, do ETFs, do crypto, and then, but you're just confused because you really want to put your money in a place that at the end of the day will add value and you will not lose your money. I don't know if you could. So, like, what do you do at that point?
Okay, all right. So I tell people that in investing, there are 4 things you need to consider. Let me quickly go into that. I call them my SGAR factors. The first thing is S. Your financial situation will determine what you're investing in per time. Somebody who is earning 100,000 cannot and should not invest like somebody who is earning 1 million. Your financial situation differs, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing will be your goals. Why are you investing? So I just said, I'm in my early 40s, I've got 3 boys. My first son is 14. So he's going to go into uni in a couple of years. I can't be investing the way a 20-year-old is investing, even if we live in the same house or we're in the same office, because my goals are different. And I tell people that, guys, divide your goals into 3 different categories. Short-term goals are things you want to do within 1 year. Mid-term goals, things you want to do within 2 to 5 years. Long-term goals, things you want to do beyond 5 years. So your short-term goal might be, I want to pay my rent. That should determine the kind of investment you can put your money in. You know why a lot of people burn out when it comes to investing? They are using short-term money to fund long-term goals. Then they are using long-term goals to fund short-term investments. So your goals should determine what do I need money for actually? Because I mean, at this end, if you wake me up tomorrow morning to say, how much do you need? I have a long list of things I want to do with money. So I can't be caught unaware, like, the list is there. I have it on my vision board. So have goals. Set your goals, short, mid, long term. The next thing will be your age. Again, a 50-year-old cannot invest the way a 20-year-old is investing. And then the final one will be your risk temperament. There are 3 broad categories. Some people are very conservative. Some people are moderate. Some people are aggressive. Conservative people just want very low risk. They don't mind if the returns are low. I tell people in investing, there's nothing like no risk. What you have is low risk. So know your risk temperament and don't be pressured by people who are doing so. If people come and say cryptocurrency, the person's risk temperament may be aggressive. And you that you are JJ, you are just trying to keep your money and, then you're not going to follow them. Then the market, the prices dip, or stock market, the prices really like, they didn't tell me investment is crazy. Then you go and sell at a low. Do you see? So those 4 things should determine what you are investing in. If you feel lost, like what is next? Think about it. What are my goals? What are my short-term goals? What do I need money for? And when? So that will dictate what you are putting your money in. Should I do mutual funds? Should I do dollar mutual funds? Should I buy stocks? Should I do this? Should I do that? Do you see? Then consider your risk temperament and just see, we build the muscles. I used to be very conservative, but these days I'm a little more aggressive. So those 4 things, I hope Tega, would, if you leverage those 4 things, you'll be able to know what to do next. But let me emphasize the importance of goals. Set goals, and then they will help you navigate what to put your money in. I hope that helps.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tega. Thank you, Sola. Jamiu, can you ask a question? And please, just give your answer in like 1 minute so that we don't take your time. Jamiu.
Yeah, just to appreciate the speaker, for the question I want to ask is like that of Tega. I think it has answered it about risk taking.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. The risk taking.
You're welcome.
Sometimes
You're welcome.
you invest your money, this people do just do somehow to the money and everything goes on.
Jamiu, the rule of thumb says that if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
That is what I want to. How can one go about that? I think among the answers she gave, I've gotten some things from it. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So at this point in time, this time is already fast spent. We just need to do our plates and close up. I would love to have you again next year. It's just that we had a lot of fun talking to you today, and I hope again that when we call you next year to come and speak to us again, you'll be available. I hope so, Mr. Adesakin. All right, thank you very much. So I'm going to crave your indulgence for one more thing. I'm going to have to ask a question now, and the person that gets the correct answer, in your opinion, you get to pick the person that has the right answer, not me, because it's your presentation. You know what you said, and you know what is right, correct, and what is wrong. So I'm going to type question right now in the chat. And the person that gets the answer, the most correct answer first, gets to be my winner. I've asked a question. Have you seen any answer you like? You can unmute your mic, Mark, so we can hear your thoughts.
Whoever said collaborative skills, that was the first thing I said.
Okay.
And that was the first thing I saw, rather, yes. And that was the first
thing. Collaborative skill, that is, let me see. Oh, Imoleyo Pisolu. Congratulations, you are my winner for today. I'm going to put my number in the chat. Please send me a message on WhatsApp or an SMS, and I will send you your credits directly to your number immediately. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much, Madam. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts. I pray that God will continue to keep you and bless you in Jesus' name. This is it for today. Please make sure you stay safe. And AOT is next week, Friday and Saturday. For that reason, there will not be an Techbiz next week. The next Techbiz will be upper week. We all will be at Oriental Hotel trying to put together this event for you, and it's going to be a wonderful event. Please make sure that if you have not yet registered, go and register. If the application for Collaborate Lagos has closed, so there are no more Collaborate Lagos applications anymore, but we'll be announcing the startups that will be presenting on that day very, very soon. So thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your effort. I hope you have learned something, and I hope you have